Howdy, folks. It is about 5:30 in the evening, and today we're going to do some catfishing. I know this guy lives on a boat down on a dock, so figure I'll go sit there, line in the water. It's probably gonna be a very boring video. The whole thing I'm pretty much is a little tripod I got just for catfishing because it's hard to film with it on my chest. So I'm just gonna stick the camera on that, and it's just gonna sit there and run for like 3 hours, watching me sit in a chair hoping for a bite. So hopefully something worthwhile comes of this. And I don't know, maybe I can make a whole video here. We gotta get our stuff. We're gonna throw it in the car, and I gotta move the stuff out of the car. Well, I just don't have to. That's for a different project. To do some other stuff, hopefully, that's interesting. But anyway, take me about a half hour to get down to this guy, so I'm gonna turn this off and get to driving, and we'll see if I see what happens. It's gonna, I don't know. I'm ending this now though. Oop, turn this way. All right, so I'm down here. I'm on the dock. My buddy's boat is that little one. We got this giant, massive thing here. That's a recent boat, not normally here. But this is the Arkansas River, and the sun's out, so we're gonna try to not look at it too often. But basically, I'm on this little dock, and you can see down there, there's a little break. So there's not much current that runs through here, and it's about 10, 15 feet deep, usually, even with the river's a little low. But a whole bunch of little catfish like to pile up in here. So the plan is to catch them. And I've got my medium action rod, one with straight mono on it, 12-pound mono. All I've got, basic little catfish setup. I got a number 4 little hook, and tied way up the line there is a 1/4 ounce little diving bell weight. And I've got this little gizzard shad flavored nugget thing. So all I'm gonna do, cast it out there, sit here in the table, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take you on your tripod, just set it like that, maybe. Yeah, seems good enough. So y'all aren't going to get to see too much. It's mostly just going to be sitting and staring at me until I decide to hook a fish, and don't have to readjust the camera, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to get to it. These are a little long. I know the catfish in here ain't huge, so I'm going to use half of a piece at first. See how that does us. There we go. You guys can't even see the cast. This is not working well. Out there. Just prop the rod up right there. Wait, I guess.
This dude right here shows up easy as shit. And there's a shit. All right, we're having dinner.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, little guy.
That would do half of it.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite big enough to fry up, but I mean, you could get a nugget out of him. Alright. Yeah, where's my camera? Spin you guys around a little bit. Like so. Finally caught me a nice little tiny channel cat. And you're holding these guys be real careful under these fins, because that's where they got their spikes at. People talk about getting hit with. A lot of folks think it's in their barbels there in their mouth, but it ain't. It's here in their fins. Alright, one down. Hopefully we can get something a little bigger. Oh, I got nuggets still over here. Alright.
One down.
Didn't take that long. A couple lost baits, but you know, that happens sometimes. Oh! I would not have expected to find deer
Dude, they're everywhere.
right here in town.
Right there. They live right there.
Huh.
See them running?
Yeah.
I've got it to where they're not even scared of me anymore. When they see me, they just stop.
Might be able to see, but there's some deer running around up there on the ridge, which is just nuts considering how inside town we are. I'm gonna find something better to do with you, but I don't know what. Huh. This guy's got a chair here. I wonder if I could just do that. I wonder how that will work. No clue. There's one. Ooh, better, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Well, ain't much better, but a little bit. This one, you know, that's almost worth keeping. A little bit small, but not terrible. Hear him grunting a little. Get out of here, slimy. He might stab me soon. All right, 2 down. Now we're fishing for real, folks. Got the final thing we needed. What is this? A Blue Wing. It's a berry wheat ale. Flyaway Brewing Company. It's pretty decent. I suggest you try it if you can find it. Got me again. The camera can even see me. Tilt back, maybe that'll help. Yeah, dang. It's just cast, lose bait, cast, lose bait. Something cool. So I noticed this big shadow come through the water. Well, they're kind of running off now, but there's just this big ball of bait. Look at this little thing. This. So I keep losing all my bait, I think. Let's see, squeak, squeak. Come on. Little bitty tiny channel cat. It's always while you're distracted. There's a fish. Another tiny little baby catfish. Come here, you little thing. Don't you stab me. You're starting to stab. I don't want to be stabbed. I understand that I have stabbed you. That does not mean that, ouch, I want stabbed. Alright, buddy. Let's try just holding your fins down. That didn't work out. Alright, come here. Another tiny little channel cat. And he got me a little bit there, and even though he's tiny, it stings like the dickens. And a lot of pain going all the way from about down here up to my knuckle. I don't know if you can see that very well, but all right through there. Real intense throbbing pain from him just barely stabbing me right there. Just gotta suck it up and deal with it. Fish. Didn't realize. A little bit better. Yep. Check. Well, still not great by any means, but better than what we've been catching these last couple. I didn't even know he was on there. My line had gone slack and I assumed it was stolen, so I was just kind of reeling it up. And he was still on there, so lucky me. Alright, figured I'll do the outro while I'm walking back to the car, but first, look at this. That big ass carp down there. They're all up on this little dock shore eating this grass and algae and stuff, but you know, wasn't a terrible day. I was down here, bird. I was down here for about 2 hours. I think I caught 5 fish. I don't know, I wasn't really keeping track, but they were all tiny. And you know, it's pretty damn boring. At least, you know, I had my buddy Bobby to sit and talk to a bit. But this is why I absolutely hate this type of fishing. If you think this video was boring, then like try living it. Like you just see like clips of me actually sitting there bored and catching the fish, where I spent the 2 or so hours bored out of my mind, having all my bait stolen. Everything was just stealing my bait like crazy, and then only catching tiny fish. So I don't know. If the one thing I will say about this is the best way to catch some like really big fish if you get some serious gear and go at it. Now I had some mediocre gear. Freaking raccoon. You doing, raccoon? Where'd he go? There's so much wildlife down here, and we're like in the middle of the city. I don't know, he's in there somewhere. But like, yeah, I've got some mediocre gear. You know, I could handle maybe a 15, 20 pound fish probably. But we'll come in here unless I go for some huge baits and probably some dead fish or something a lot more substantial than these little nuggets that just come right off the hook. I'm not gonna catch them. But it was nice to get out of the house today at least. And, you know, get out and make a nice video in a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Boring as shit. Disappointing catches. So, I guess if you made it all the way to the end of this to listen to my outro and my rambling, I guess let me know if you like stuff like this. You want me to do more trying to catch actually bigger fish? I've got bigger rods and bigger gear. I mean, like, I can come try to target some big fucking fish. The river's the place to get them. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go now. Drive the half hour home. Maybe play some Far Cry. I haven't played any Far Cry in a while. Nice open world game. Far Cry Primal, I think, because it's fun to throw spears into people. But I'll see y'all next time.